Today we're going to be installing a 2-inch leveling kit on my truck, and by the end of this video we'll understand the pros and cons of leveling your vehicle. So first of all, what is a leveling kit? A leveling kit is a type of inexpensive suspension modification that is used to raise or drop the right height of your vehicle without making any major modifications to your overall suspension. And as the name suggests, it's primarily used to eliminate the stock rake, or in other words, level the vehicle. Now, trucks typically have a rake to them, so when you're towing or carrying heavy loads, your vehicle won't drop too low, and this allows the vehicle to maintain good road handling. But, for example, if, let's say, your wife uses the pickup truck most of the time and isn't carrying heavy loads, then you might want to consider leveling the vehicle and giving the truck a more neutral appearance. Now, before we install it, I want to find out how this is going to affect the performance and ride quality of our truck. So we're going to head out to a track and test the truck before we do anything. A special thanks to Metmo for making this video possible. Now, they sent me the Metmo multi-drive, and it is the ultimate workshop companion. It's perfect around the shop for marking materials. The modular design allows you to change in seconds from pencil to precision knife to file to a driver and much more. It's clear this is a product made to last. Metmo is also the creator of the Metmo Fractal Vise. New for this year, they now have the mini version, which is impressive. This precisely machined vise can grip onto practically any shape of any geometry, no problem. Again, a special thanks to Metmo for sponsoring this video. Currently, the ride quality on this truck is pretty basic. It's what you'd expect from any new truck on the road. And going over bumps in this truck isn't particularly fun. Driving off-road, it's what I'd expect from a stock truck. I mean, honestly, it is a little bit better than I was expecting. It's definitely rough. Now, my concern is, are we going to exacerbate the ride quality issues by adding a leveling kit and pushing those components to the limit? Let's go ahead and install them and head back out to the track to see if we notice a difference. First step, we gotta lift the truck. Jack stand. Now, throughout this whole process, we tried to go the easy way and not remove the brake caliper, which was a big mistake. These joints usually require a little bit of love. Not removing the brake caliper caused us a lot more headaches throughout the process, not allowing us to move the joints as much as we needed, and having to make sure the brake line wasn't getting pulled on. Had we removed it, this would have been extremely easy in comparison. That was easy. These require a tiny bit of assembly, which includes adding these bolts here. These bolts are what's going to be replacing the stock bolts where it mounts to the truck. With these assembled, we can install them here on the strut. Next, we're going to use these stock bolts to attach, actually, never mind, they don't fit in that hole. We're going to use the provided bolts to attach this. Perfect. So we wanted to force the bushing to the other side because a common issue is that since it's pointing in the wrong direction, we're going to have a really hard time putting it in the right place. But now it should be in the right position and we shouldn't have that hard of a time getting it in. Knock on wood. Moment of truth. Is this going to go in drama free? Alright, it's not quite going in easily. We have a really large persuasion bar here. We're gonna see if it cooperates now. Or that. If this doesn't go in after that, I'm gonna be pretty pissed. Goddamn. It's close. Ah, it's on. All right, let's get the rest of it in. But we're in the home stretch. All right, that's tight. Next is our sway bar. That's the one. All right, the final step is getting the knuckle up on the upper control arm, and this is usually a really hard task because we have the sway bar and links working against us. But we could use our jack to jack this up and make it easy for us. And we're on. Only a little bit of blood. Let's see if, just like that, it's in. All right, other side should be a lot faster. We know what we're doing now. Let's get to the other side. And with that, our lift kit is complete. Last step is to torque the wheels, and we're ready to go. Right off the bat, I could tell it's level. And check that out. This is exactly what we wanted. Those 2 inches made a massive difference, and the stock rake on the truck has been completely eliminated. The truck is completely level and, in my opinion, looks a lot better. Okay, before we head out to the track and test the truck after the lift, we're gonna have to get in alignment. Now, anytime we make any changes to the suspension, that be it removing or replacing components, this is going to cause minor changes in the alignment, thus needing a new alignment. So let's get that done first. Now, there are some additional benefits from lifting the front of your vehicle. Now, lifting the front of your truck will also allow for greater ground clearance, allowing you to go over steeper bumps and hills. On the other hand, if you chose to drop the rear instead, this also comes with some benefits, which is slightly improving the performance of your vehicle by lowering the center of gravity and reducing air drag under the vehicle. Though this option also comes at the expense of reducing towing and weight capacity. Now, depending on how high of a lift you want to install, you're going to have to make other modifications, including aftermarket control arms, extending the brake lines, differential modifications, and steering rack modifications. But in our case, I think the 2 inches isn't enough to cause any issues. But to be sure, let's head out to the track and see if anything has changed. All right, so yesterday when we went down this hill, if we went a little bit fast, we would scrape on the bottom. Let's see if with the 2-inch lift, that changes and we improve. Couple more noises than yesterday. Now, everything felt about the same. Again, the truck is not great off-road. It's not bad either. The only thing we did notice is that when spinning the truck around a little bit, there was some slight creaking and noises that weren't there before. This could just be the bushings slightly shifting or some slight interference between the control arm and the coilovers. But aside from that noise, we didn't notice any difference whatsoever in the ride quality or performance. In fact, as far as off-road performance goes, it was better. We had quite a bit more clearance, and there were some obstacles that would previously rub, but this time we could go over the obstacles a lot faster, and after the lift, we didn't bottom out a single time. So the truck looks great, the rake is completely gone, and I'm happy with the results. And that's everything you need to know if you want to install your own leveling kit.